What's going on, gentlemen? It's Glendon, your hustling godfather. Today, we're going to have a little advanced training. That's right, advanced. You may or may not be in the position to do this, but I'm going to give it up to you. I'm going to give you the game. I'm going to give you the system. I'm going to teach you how I did this. Because essentially, this is my hustle. This is my business. And I never really discussed this with y'all. So here we go. How to become a paid hustler, $50K a month, step by step, from nothing. And it works for a hustle or a business. That changed that. Yeah, that should work. That should work. Also, since I am dropping the game, this is a video live stream that is not supported by ads. So we're going to up the ante. What I want is everyone that hears my voice to super chat $10. It's going to be worth it because this is a video that you can come back to and learn the game over and over and over. All right. So the first thing you're going to need is an audience. We've talked about this, but I didn't really get into the nuts and bolts of how I chose my audiences. First audience that I was attempting to sell to was women. This was what Passionate Friday was about. This was what the book was going to be about because I know women read relationship books. You knuckleheads, y'all don't read them. Except if the book's titled, How to Get All the Pussy You Can Handle, Player. Yeah, y'all read that. Part of the audience selection should mirror or be a parallel with your talents. I was fairly good with women. I thought I could write a book, and then when I interviewed those 200 women, I was like, holy moly, I don't know about this. So I kind of backed out. It would have been profitable, but I would have been locked in. So when you're choosing your audience, you got to choose an audience that you're going to be comfortable with for a very long time. One of the big mistakes that many hustlers make is they will pick something because it makes money, but it doesn't really jive with their personality. It doesn't jive with their ethics. It doesn't jive with nothing. And next thing you know, they're making this money, but they hate what they're doing. As someone who almost died, and I'm not going to do some stuff I don't want to do. It's just not. I mean, life's too short. So make sure that the audience, and also, like, you guys are the audience for Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills, right? Hustlers University. I like you guys. I like the comments that y'all put out. I like the little jokes. I like how y'all start helping people in the chat and networking. I love this stuff. So this is what enables me to speak to you and address you day in, month in, year out, because I like my audience. There are many entrepreneurs, some of these people are doctors, who hate their audience because they're making that money. They're kind of locked in. Now, once you find your audience, and let's just go over here. And once again, everybody, sound of my voice, hit me up with a $10 super chat. This is about to go away because we're about to get into the real. And the audience is in green because that is money. So your audience is this. And I'm going to just put some more there. There we go. $7 signs for 7 figures. All right. Most important decision you will make, because one of the things that holds many people back is they're looking for that quick hit. They're looking for that quick lick. And audience building is not really quick. I've used this example before, but I'm going to go a little deeper. All right. Here we go. So hella important. And it's very important that you like your audience, that you love your audience, that you can hang out with your audience. Emily, she loves makeup. She loves the fashion world. So she jives very well with her audience. She comes across as authentic, and that's why she's raised $52 million after getting, I think, 10 or 1. I think she's raised close to $100 million at this point for her company. And the company's only been in existence like 4 years. So audience is everything. It is the beginning. It is the end. Everything. My first audience was hey, this is Glendon Cameron making money A to Z with self-storage unit auctions. That was my audience, primary audience for 5 years. Worked very well. I branded it. I spoke to them. I knew that most people who would be doing this, like 95%, would be guys. I created content for guys. I created stories for guys. So audience is everything. It's everything. Now, let's get to the second thing to developing this hustle. You need to ask yourself this question. Can I do this for 5 to 10 years? Because once you become successful, more and more things are going to be incumbent upon you. Really? Okay. She raised $52 million. She was into her thing for about 3 years. And when you say 3 years, people flip out because, you know, they want that money now. They like J.G. Wentworth, right? Yeah, I fixed that. So part of the problem is people are thinking of immediate circumstances and they're not thinking of the larger, bigger picture. When I created the Glendon 007, I was banking on doing this for 5 to 10 years. This is like, do I have enough content for 5 or 10 years? Did I have enough passion for this for 5 or 10 years? Did I have enough drive and determination for 5 or 10 years? These are some of the questions that you got to ask yourself when you're setting up your hustle. You definitely got to do that. All right. So the third question, and this is a big one. Typically, when people don't have enough motivation, it's really they don't have enough desire. And this is why I recommend people get into a certain type of hustle, one that speaks to your soul. If, you know, I don't recommend selling drugs, but let's say you are Wally the weed head. You know everything about weed. You know about the strands. You know how to cultivate it. You know everything. I mean, it just makes sense for you to go in the weed business, because a lot of folks are trying to get into the weed business, but they're got to be behind these people from Washington State, California, and Colorado, because these folks are like way and way ahead of it. Also, if you can hear me, I want everyone who is getting this good training to super chat $10 or more. Appreciate you. I want everybody that's listening to this to super chat $10 or more. Now, when you're trying to create $50K a month, you need to sell a lot of product. Let me bring this over here. So you got two ways you can sell it. You can sell a lot. That's looking crazy. Let me just slow it down. I wish I could play some music, but you know, YouTube be tripping on that stuff. So you can sell a lot. Good Lord. There we go. Or you can sell on value. You got a decision to make. Long time ago on the internet, it was easy to sell a lot of stuff because there wasn't a lot of competition. Many people didn't believe in the internet. Many people were like scared of the internet. So it was interesting what you could get away with because there was virtually no competition. And that was my case with the storage auction business. I had no competition for a good 3.5 years. I was it on the internets. And if I had really knew what I had on my hands, I probably could have made 12 million, but I didn't. I went in with some very low goals, which I crushed. Should have been a hint. Now, I was able to sell a lot. I was able to sell 15,000 copies at price points of $59.99 and $99.99. Now, many people told me to sell the book for $9.99. They said I would sell more. False assumption. This is what people who never did it think. And it's not a bad assumption. It's really not. But once again, let's walk through why. Oh, the audio's fine now. I just didn't turn it on. False assumption. Because many people feel that if the price is lower, then you will make. Y'all get past that. Because we should be past that. The $9.99 price point was false because I tested it. And from $9.99 to $59, there was no drop off. There was no decrease or increase in sales. Sales were consistent. Then I moved this to Amazon at $99. Sales went up. Sales went up. So if I had listened to people and went for the $9.99 and just held my guns on it, then I would have lost a lot of money. This is one of the things you have to do when you're working on your 50K hustle. You personally have to test stuff. You have to get your hands dirty. You have to say, I have an assumption here, but I don't know if that assumption is true. In my gut, I feel it's true, but I really don't know. So I have to test it. And I'm going to tell you, and someone put this in the comments, I wasn't selling a book. I was selling a business system. Who's going to pay $99 for a book? But, and this is what's the beauty of this thing was, I was able to sell this business system at $99 because I can make this promise. You spend $99, you will make 1,000. Let's see, just go ahead. You make this. I had people kill that. I should have sold it for more money. Now, let's go to Amazon, because this is my hustle. And watch, I'm going to do the same thing with auctions. All right, let's go here. So, all right, let's go here. I put in storage auction books and look what came up number 1. And this is June 5th, 2009. Number 1, it still sells, oddly enough. So we click on this, come up with this. Now, marketing is super, super important in how you sell whatever you're selling. If other people are selling books, you need to differentiate yourself from a book, because that was the reason. Because people are like, you selling that book for $100? I'm like, yeah. I ain't telling them I was selling a business system, which I really was. I was selling a comprehensive guide on how to get into the storage auction business. And if you read this book and you execute, you're going to make 10 times the money you spend on the book. There are some people who have literally had a few $100,000 at this juncture from their $99 investment in that book. So that is a big part of what you have to do. Now, let's get to, let me get out here. Get out of here. Okay. So this is one of the things that you got to do. If you want to make some money, if you really, really do. All right, let me get all that, because I'm going to write a little slowly and talk so we can stay consistent. You must create a brand plus a marketing campaign. These two things are the difference between $10,000 a month and $50,000 a month. You have many people out there, and oh yeah, plus money. There are many people who are literally afraid to spend money online for marketing. You're going to have to get over that. You're definitely going to have to get over that, because when you create a brand, you can charge more. And this works on all of us. I drive a vehicle that used to cost $100K. It's a BMW. I have bought into the BMW brand. Recently, I had some issues, and I thought, and this is funny. I said, you know what? It's not going to be that much. And essentially, they just did a regular service on it because it was at the mileage, and now it's just fine. But create a brand, charge more. Then marketing campaign equals even more money let's just go ahead, even more money. So how does one create a brand? You pick some colors, you have a logo, you have a message, you have a mission. So yeah, I mean, this is what can be challenging, because once you pick this, it's going to change. Like, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I rebranded Disruptive Mail. I didn't rebrand the name, but I changed the whole channel thing. I put down videos Sunday through Thursday, and I rebranded it because now, and why did I do it like that? First, I had to test it out. So I know that Sunday, and this is all part of creating this $50,000 hustle, I had to know what were the best times to post, what were the best days. So I've nailed down the days. Sunday through Thursday, I'm good. Friday and Saturdays actually suck, and they actually sucked during the winter. So I've got that part out. Now I got to work on time, because something interesting happened today. I got more people around lunchtime than I get at this time. So more than likely, this is going to be the last one of these streams at this time of day. Once again, you have a bunch of assumptions, but until you test them for a few weeks, measure the results, you don't know. And this is why there are no businesses built on gut. People may say that in interviews, they may lie like Trump, but I guarantee you, if a business is doing well, they're going by the numbers, because you can make one little decision off your gut and it can be good or bad, but consistent profitability is consistently following the numbers. So you got to create a brand. Then this is the biggie, and this is what's going to throw you for a loop. Everyone has heard of this phrase, always. Good Lord. This is really bad today. Good Lord. All right, here we go. Always be selling. Who's heard of this before? Right? Well, let's scratch a line through this. This is what you really want to do, because this is more effective. Always be marketing. Your marketing ratio should be 80-20. Marketing 20, marketing 80, 20 selling. That should be your ratio, because if you sell all of the damn time, you're going to burn people out. So if you want to increase your 20%, then you double your marketing. It's where that 80%, because, all right, so let's go to here. One of the things you have to do is, what is marketing? For me, it is videos, podcast, email list, text numbers. These are marketing assets. And this is where the money comes in. This cost. The bigger your email list, the more you're going to spend. And this cost. So you can't, like, because I know this is a funny story. I had someone who was using MailChimp, and they were like, man, I'm about to be at 2,000. And then it's like they went through and started deleting people because they wanted to stay on the 2,000. I was like, it's only $25. Oh, I don't want to pay. So they got in this loop of low expectations and keeping it tight and keeping it wrong because they didn't want to pay $25. Let that stuff go. I've seen some silly stuff. Robbie Rob, what would be the best marketing campaign for a painting business? What I would do if I was in the painting business, I would put an ad on Craigslist and I would advertise very cheaply to get in their house. And then I was like, do a good job and then get referrals. Branding, Toyota versus Lexus. Exactly. Your lunchtime post was kicking today. Yeah, because pretty much this is going to be the last evening session for Hustlers Kung Fu. They are nice. All right. So now we know what marketing is. So this is something that I discovered with the storage auction business. The more videos I posted, led to more of this. It was a direct correlation between me posting videos. And this is the thing. The stories for a long time drove that business. I know, Ben, I know, but this is how people think, because many people think making money online is like a fantasy until they actually do something and generate some money. It's just a fantasy. It's kind of crazy. People don't expect it. So that's pretty much what I did to make $50,000 a month. That was it. But here's the hard part. And this is the part that gets to be very, very hard. Consistently marketing. If you have your marketing written down and you measure your marketing, I guarantee you that when you see that, when you let up on the marketing, you'll see those numbers dip on your sales side. This is why you always have to be marketing. It never ends. You consistently have to do it. And with that, I forgot to do this and every time I do this, I make sales. Every time I do this, 51% off of all courses at Hustlers Kung Fu. And link is below. All right. 51% off all courses at Hustlers Kung Fu. Link is below. And use that coupon. And if you spend $350 or more, I will let you into disruptive mail. I cut that part out. Tamara Do you need a website for a product service right away, or can you just use social media for now? I would start a website day one, and I would start learning how to use it, because there's a learning curve. Realistically, it could take you 6 months to a year to really learn how to use your website and blog. So the sooner you start, and it's also better to start when you have few to moderate sales, because when you mess up, the ripple isn't that big. Batman's having a good time, Ben the bartender. Batman is having a very, very good time. So while y'all marinate on that, and I'm getting ready to switch over, because oh my goodness, the things that I do. Today on Disruptive Male, I was talking about, dating younger women. And then we had some we didn't even have drama. We had a little disagreement in the chat section, and that spurned a new video. And it's going to be, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't even know how to call it. I don't even know, man. It could be good. It could be bad. It could be one of those things. It could be one of those situations. So let's see. Let me get in here. And also, I want to say thanks to everyone that participates in these streams. You guys are helping me out a lot, giving me a lot of help. A lot of help. So I appreciate that. All right. So let's go back to this account. And this is going to be kind of fiery. I'm going to be all up in my feelings on this one. So just to let you know. All right. So let me go ahead and get this. Here we go. Really? Oh, man. I don't know why I do this stuff. All right, hold on a second. I got to go back. Make it unprivate so I can show y'all the thumbnail. And give you the link, because it's going to be very, very interesting. I think I need to have a drink before I do this podcast. Well, it won't even be a podcast. It'll be just a video, because I'm going to start defining the content a little bit better for, okay. Oh, no wonder I can't find it. I'm in the wrong section. Here we go. If you got a few questions, I will answer those before we depart here. Okay. You see, once again, and I'll even tell you, because I'm going to do the same thing with Disruptive Male that I did with Hustlers Kung Fu, but due to the way that YouTube responds to videos, I'm doing it a little different. But it'll be the same thing. And it'll take me about 6 months to a year to really build it out. And we're about 3 months in, so another 3 months. All right, there we go. Make sure y'all can see that. There we go. I'm going to be back in a minute. Hold on. Because I should have made this ready before. All right. So, y'all ready? This is what's going to be going down in a few minutes. Blinded by the fine while overlooking her flaws because she's beautiful, hot, pretty, makes you a simp. You got guys out here who say, I ain't a simp. And then a really pretty or beautiful or stunning woman will cross their veil of you. And then they will starting like Charlie Brown, blah, 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 blah. Hey, man, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to break it down why you don't need to be that way. Let me grab the link real quick. so I can throw this off in the comments, because this one's going to be kind of fiery, because I'm all up in my feelings. So there you go. A lot of people are going to be hurt. There will be a lot of casualties. It's going to be. All right, hold on. Let me go back and answer these questions. Pamela C. Yeah, I will definitely be doing lunchtime tomorrow. This dude bakes. What's going on? Been the bartender. I told you, Batman's doing. Look at the look on his face. Josh Barr, thoughts on paid traffic versus organic traffic? Great question. Thanks for the $5. If you're using a platform outside of YouTube, you want to go with paid traffic. If you've got the right products for YouTube, you want to go with paid traffic. The reason that I am not going with paid traffic is I've gone to a lot of YouTube conferences, and it's clearly working with Disruptive Mail. All that traffic on Disruptive Mail is organic, but if you notice, I have no outbound links. That traffic is circulating through Disruptive Mail, or is circulating over here. And there's a really good reason for that, because YouTube is getting tougher and tougher on people sending traffic off the platform. That's what happened to me. I had one video that was getting me 100 subscribers a day. It got deranked because I was sending a lot of traffic off the platform. Because the video is great, and I run paid traffic on it. I get like an 85% watch through rate. It ain't the video, it's just I was sending a lot of traffic off. So this is why everyone who's here need to super chat, because I can honestly say that if I get like 10 or 20 of y'all a super chat, that's way more money than AdSense. And I can live with that, because unless a video gets traction and goes widespread and continues to get a lot of views, you might earn, I think I was earning $30 to $50 per video. I get that in super chat. Not only do I not have, because I've noticed that YouTube used to prevent people from putting ads like 7. As long as you have to have an interview of 7 minutes and 30 seconds. There's no interview now, and I see people. I'll watch a 10-minute video and there's 3 or 4 ads in there. So that's the thing. Lance Brown, who do you recommend for hosting? SiteGround. Oh, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Douglas Jones, I've been there more often than I like to admit. All right, so just to clarify, everyone who's watching this, you can go below. You can get 50% off, 51% off of all courses at Hustlers Kung Fu. Links below. The coupon code is below. And if you spend $350 or more, then I will put you in Disruptive Mail lifetime access. Been the bartender arresting a perp. I like that. I like that. All right. So go ahead, drop down your comments, because it's not so much the money as it is the system, and it's the process. Because literally the difference between a $10,000 or $20,000 a month business and a $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 a month business is systems and processes, and branding and marketing and all those other things. So with that, I'll see you guys. I'm probably going to really light that up very quickly so y'all can go over there like now. And I'm going to be clowning on this one. Just know that. All right. Like, comment, subscribe.